Hey there, guys, and what is up? Real Diversity here. Me and we are back with another video. We're here today to talk about Haikyuu. If I'm saying that right, I've never, like I said, I think I said this previous video, I've never really heard anyone say it, so I don't really know if I'm ever saying it right. But it's in the name of the title, obviously. But anyways, that's besides the point. We're here to talk about the most recent episode, which is also in the title. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I watched the episode yesterday. I am doing a review / breakdown video today, and it really wasn't much that happened in it. Oh, quick disclaimer, I'm not the best at saying Asian names or Asian culture names or anything like that, so excuse me if I say something wrong or anything like that. I'm not even that great at saying American names sometimes, and I'm American, so just excuse me. Just kind of a culture barrier thing there, so if I mess up on a name, I'm sorry, and I'll try my best, but I don't think I will say too many names in this video. But yeah, because it's really no need. But like I was saying, really wouldn't probably have normally done a video this time around for this, because the episode not too much happened. It was just kind of we'll get into that in a second. But so we'll kind of talk back about a few episodes, 2-3 episodes back a little bit too, just to kind of bring it all together. But basically, okay. So okay. How do I want to start this? Oh, by the way, guys, this is not scripted or anything. So everything I'm going to say is off the top of my head. And so it's no order or anything like that. It's just however I kind of come along with it. But anyways, so I think a few episodes back, they obviously got to the tournament. They won their first round match. And is there anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, they just really just seeing the competition. It's a lot going on. Like I said, they easily won. They struggled. Luckily, they had an easy team the first game, but they struggled just kind of getting the adjusting to like the stadium and things like that. So I think they're adjusted now. They're fine. They're in full force now. So after they won their game, they kind of watched other games and they were just kind of like, man, it's a lot of great teams here. So now, bringing up to this current episode we're in, they started pretty much by saying, like, yeah, well, the episode really started. It was It was kind of not a waste episode, but this was a build-up episode, a setup episode. It wasn't really meant to do really much but set up the next episode pretty much, and that's literally what they did. So a lot of it was a kind of romantic type deal with Ryu, or Ryu, I think that's how you say it, and his childhood friend. And she is pretty much a top dog in the female side, because she was in like newspapers, things like that. We don't know exactly yet in the anime how well she is, but I'm pretty sure, just judging off the anime, that she is probably, if not one in like the top 10 in the female. So we're gonna maybe share more about her later, learn more or whatever, but she definitely looks strong, and she's probably really great at volleyball. So just keep that in mind. So they just had like a little romantic ordeal going on, things like that. They ain't seen each other in a long time. They both got feelings for each other. They it's been just a minute since I guess they seen each other. So they met up and things like that. So it's just that little ordeal going on. That was just kind of to waste some time, that episode. I didn't really mind it too much. It didn't bother me or whatever. I know a lot of people don't like it, and they're like, oh, maybe some of the people, there's more here for the sport rather than that extra stuff. But like I said, it's anime, and you can't just have a linear like focus or linear subject where all they do is play games, matches, things like that. There's got to be learning and other things going on to keep everyone interested. So this is what that really was. And like I said, it was a waste of time, because the point of this episode really was to set up the next one. So the team, after that ordeal, so the coach was talking to the team, telling them basically, next game, we're going to go against one of the top teams. I think their team they're going to go against is the second best team or second ranked. I can't remember exactly how they worded it. Either second ranked or second prospect to win, basically, that the whole thing. So they pretty much have to go against, already in their second round, this second best team, I think they said there. So dude, I think they're gonna win. I don't know. I have no clue. I think they are, but I have no clue how it's gonna go. So they're gonna go against a set of twins. The team has a really great spiker. Who else they had? Oh, they also had a great mid blocker. Yeah, so they have some really strong people on their team. They're a really solid team. So we're really gonna see how that goes. But it seems like no team has really, like, every team in this tournament is pretty good. No one's team, as I've seen so far, just got completely dominated and lost by like 20 some points or anything like that. So they've not shown nothing like that. So I don't think every team there is at least solid and not like, chump change. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. What else happened? So yeah, he broke down the team to them, and he was just like, man, y'all be prepared. And Hinata and Kagema, they were both pretty much excited about it and things like that. So they're not really nervous about it. It got to the game. Oh, actually, yeah, I didn't. No. I said it was a setup, but they actually had already started playing at the end of the episode. But basically, they didn't play much, and I wasn't even expecting that to happen. I just remembered they actually did start playing a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to think past the romantic stuff. Is there anything other small detail that I'm maybe missing here? No, it just seemed like, yeah, he just kind of pretty much told them what the team was gonna be like. Then they got to the stadium next morning, started practicing, things like that. So not too many people know about their team. Not too many people know about Hinata. Not too many people know about their team in general. So people are even just surprised when he jumps. Like, have you not watched the film? Like, some of the teams, I'm convinced they don't watch film or anything like that, because they just come to the game or practice and they're like, wow, this kid can jump or whatever. Like, is he even on it? Half the folks don't even know he's a member of the team. So it's like, do they even watch the film like the current team? So let me think. So well, I guess I really can't think of much else until the game. So they started to the game, started playing. A big hurdle right now is that I think they're like really stiff, because this is one of the first teams that they've really gone against with such a, like, they've dealt with crowds and things like that, but this team has a whole band. They're trained to, they have the crowd on their side. Their crowd is trained to basically make their team perform the best they can there. So they'll be quiet. Sorry about that. They'll be quiet like when they serving or things like that. But when the other team is playing, they're gonna be noisy, loud to disrupt them. So they have to deal with this crowd as well as a great team. So that was just kind of the setup they wanted to show us there. So starting off, yeah, the score was tied, I think, and then Hinata, he was so happy that they jumped or something like that he forgot to hit the ball, and that's how that pretty much ended. So that was really just to set up basically the next episode. So next episode, we know for sure they're gonna get into the match. Like, the whole episode is gonna be just strictly focused on the match, and I'm just curious to see really like how. So the other twin brother, the one that wasn't at the All-American or I said All-American, the All-Japan team, the All-Japan youth team, the one that wasn't there, he was injured, so he's back now, and it's interesting to see what he can do. And we saw a little glimpse that he can play the setter too. I think it's setter. He can play setter too. So it's interesting to see how they're gonna really do. They could probably switch it up real easy. So man, it's really no telling what's gonna happen this next game, and I don't really think it's gonna even end. Well, how many more rounds they got? I think they got like 2 more rounds or so. Anyways, the team, if they beat them, no. Before the match is over, it's gonna probably not be next episode. It's probably gonna take another episode after that. But I'm just really interested to see how it's gonna jump into it. So, yeah, so we're definitely gonna make a video about the next one. Break that down. But I'm trying to think, is there really much else? Like I said, it really wasn't much in this episode. It was just pretty much a setup. Yeah, and I didn't. So sorry to this episode if I'm not like saying their names or anything like that too much, because I really did not. I usually before like I start doing videos for an anime, I would usually maybe glance over the names, try to pronounce some things like that, and warm up for the video. I didn't do that for this one because I knew it wasn't really anything in depth that I really wanted to say like that, so I didn't really need to use specific names or anything. But that's why I didn't really go too in depth with this one. In the next episode, I definitely will probably tell you guys the team names, the player names, all that good stuff. But just this one here, I'm not too sure if I wanted to get that in depth in it. I'm trying to really think, guys. Was there anything else I'm missing here? I really think that was it. I'm just excited for this game to start. So far, I mean, they've done really great so far this season. This is my first episode doing about this anime, so I really have missed a lot of ground in covering, but it's all good. I've really enjoyed how they've set up the season so far. This tournament is pretty much what it just started. It's just this entire season is just simply about this tournament and things like that. And I don't really know. You know what? I don't keep up with the manga or anything like that, but I don't really know if they're gonna win this year. Well, I know they're not gonna win at all. But I know for a fact, and I'm not spoiling nothing, this is all based on my anime opinion. This is what I feel based on anime. I don't really think they're gonna win it all this year, because if you guys have noticed, they got a new set of players. Like they got some a lot of bench players now. They got, you know, they only have 3 third years that are potentially leaving. And I think the team would still be pretty good even if they weren't there. So I don't think, well, I'm trying to think how much the anime focuses on those 3 third years. I don't really think it matters too much. So I think if they end up having to leave, if they lose, it's fine. I think next year they'll probably even have some better first years or so. And you know, everyone else is still going to be on the team. And obviously right now they got a decent bench or so. They got, like I said, more players coming in. I guess from them winning, they just kind of ended up gaining more attention. So yeah, I think that's pretty much. I think they're gonna lose here because there was another team. The team that they practiced in the very first few episodes. That team, no. Later on, the team they practiced against with the great blockers and things like that, I think that team is going to be a problem later on. So they were even saying this team will be scary in the next year or so. So I think that was foreshadowing that that's probably going to be one of their bigger competitions in the next year's tournament. Is my assumption, is my just kind of my prediction, I guess. Yeah. So yeah. And yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see some new, you know, first years in there. I think it'll be really interesting. But so far, yeah, I don't think there was anything really too depth and cover. But I would definitely do the next one. After this video, I'm gonna go watch My Hero Academia, and then I'm gonna do a video on that one. This is not normally how most of my videos go. I usually talk completely about the episode. But this time around, like I said, it wasn't just much to cover. So I just kind of want to cover some general stuff since I am a little behind in this. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like. Go check out some other of my review videos and see what you think about them. Leave a thumbs up. And like I said, we're going to always be doing these videos. So go ahead and subscribe if you really enjoyed it.